The following is a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.
Welcome to Championship Wrestling presented by the Amarillo Venom. I'm Jon Roberts, and this week the PP3 Memorial Cup Tournament rolls on. We've got exciting first round matches for you, including in the main event, Rosas does battle against Frankie, that lovable crooner. Also, Ice Williams challenges Andy Brown for a chance to advance in the PP3 Memorial Cup Tournament. But to kick things off, it is the first of the best of 7 series between Heather Monroe and Lacey Ryan. Now, through some questionable negotiations, it appears that Heather Monroe's personal assistant, Halston Body, is going to get to name the stipulations for all 7 matches, if necessary, of the best of 7 series. I don't know about that, but it seems like that's going to be the case. So let's go inside the Ocean View Pavilion and hear from Halston Body.
The following contest is match 1 in a best of 7 series, where the only way to win is via 5-count pinfall. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Lacey Ryan.
So there you have it, the stipulation for match 1 in this best of 7 series, as challenged by Halston Body. You must win by a 5-count.
Well, that seems very fair. It's fair on both parts. It's not like it's unreasonable. Lacey Ryan is probably not the best at math, but she'll remember that.
That's a King Kong task.
Sure is.
And introducing her opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Halston Body, she is the Killer Bay, Heather Monroe.
Heather Monroe, the Killer Bay, set for this best of 7 series. And the Prism of Excellence has procured a microphone.
Look at this guy.
Darlings, 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 darlings! Oh, let's get this best of 7 series underway with the first stipulation. Miss Ryan, I'm so glad you agreed to this, but I hope you know how to count, because the only way for you to win is with a 5-count pin. Good luck!
There you go.
There it is, as made by King Kong Body.
Helen Roper herself making the stipulation. 5-count is what it's going to take to win this.
To win, you must get the 5-count pin, as he said.
Jeez.
All right, so there you have to have your opponent in a compromising position. Tough enough to keep either of these great competitors down with a traditional 3-count. Going for it early, only a count of 2.
Needs 3 more, yeah.
3 short. And again, it's been quite the competitive rivalry. Look at the crucifix here by Heather Monroe.
A whole family of shiny zebras was killed to make that moo-moo.
It's a man cape, as he calls it.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
A man cape? How can we get one of those for you, Andrew?
I don't need a man cape.
Yeah, one that covers his mouth, maybe. Look out here, inside cradle by Lacey Ryan. That was a count of 4. It's so weird. You're used to hearing that hand hit 3 times. Bell rings, match is over.
That was very, very, very close. I could have sworn I saw him to count to 5.
Does that mean they get extra time on the outside as well?
I believe that's still a traditional.
Hey, listen, a 4-count, that's 1 count enough to get a victory.
You see the ref, well, now counting, I suppose.
Now you think
I think the only way you can really win this matchup, though, is by that 5-count if you go for the pinfall.
Well, she kicks out at the count of 4. That's 1 count more than you needed to even win a regular match. So really, she might have actually lost that had it not been for that stipulation.
He can do math, too. He's so impressive.
Austin stipulations coming in very, very handy.
Yeah, because in a traditional sense, as you were mentioning, this match would have been over, but Lacey Ryan now taking control again. Springing from the outside inside with the elbow. There's 2. Only a count of 2 that time. Heather Monroe has got to clear the cobwebs and come out of the blocks offensively. She is, Lacey Ryan's been dominant thus far.
Well, Lacey Ryan's definitely been taking advantage, and I'll give you that.
Right on time there, Todd. You got the Midas touch there. Every time you say something, look at that. Just mounting her with these shots there. Having to cover up, though.
I really wish we didn't pause so long in between those two statements. But yes, Stu, very good.
Fujiwara armbar now by Heather Monroe, who has competed over in the Far East.
A sick man, Andrew.
Ah, well. Look at this. Beautiful, elegant, majestic. And Heather Monroe isn't that bad either.
Dismantling the digits right there of Lacey Ryan was the Killer Bay. Nice snap suplex by Heather Monroe into the cover. These two faced each other at Milestone in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. Now, the Killer Bay got the victory, but not without a lot of controversy and outside interference by Halston Body.
Every single time you bring up a match with somebody that I like, you always talk about controversy. Heather Monroe almost won the match. Why can't you just stop there? Why do you always have to go with something else? Oh, my goodness.
What a shot by Lacey Ryan. There's 3. Again, it takes 5 count. You got to love this. What a stipulation,
I thought she won the match right there. That's actually 2 victories at least, maybe a 3rd victory that she would have had there had this been a traditional 3-count match. But I guess, listen, the 5-count stipulation, it's working out well for one of these competitors anyway. And that's the competitor right there. Heather.
You know, it begs the question, what other type of stipulations are we going to see? Look out here, backpack stunner by Heather Monroe. Is that going to get the 5 count? Here's 2, 3.
3.5, 3.5.
Hand came down for 4, but Lacey Ryan had gotten the shoulder out of there. Might be time for that bad Bishinoku driver for Monroe if she really wants to keep her down for 5. Yep, I think going for it indeed. Look at that. Counter the other way into the knee. Beautifully done by Lacey Ryan. Full head of steam. Here we go. Here's the cover. There's 1, 2, 4. Here comes 5. No. Wow. This thing is going to be a marathon, not a sprint, guys. With this stipulation, you got to believe.
That's a crazy stipulation indeed. To think that it's worked out so well for Miss Heather Monroe this far. Halston Body knows exactly what he's doing in there. Very, very smart thinking he has.
But if anything, it really makes you crank up that dial of intensity, knowing that you have to keep your opponent down for 5.
Well, it's definitely going to help right now. That shoulder first, Ryan going right there into the unforgiving steel post, taking a boot to the mush.
The mush?
That's what we call that.
The mush.
Wow, dragon suplex. New wrinkle in the offense. Here it comes. Bad Bishinoku driver. Is it going to be a 5 count? There's 4. She got her. Wow.
That was a quick count.
Here is your winner, Heather Monroe.
Killer Bay taking advantage of the element of surprise when it comes to this stipulation and takes the 1-0 lead in this best of 7 series. More coming your way, including PP3 quarterfinals right after this.
Got her down for the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Welcome to Dumas's brand new radio station, Big Country 95.3. We play the songs that all the rest of the country stations have forgotten about. Stars like George Strait, Reba, Brooks and Dunn, Randy Travis, and Tanya Tucker. Big Country 95.3 specializes in country songs from the 80s and 90s. And we also sneak in a country classic every now and then. It's your favorite country songs without a lot of talk. So tell all your friends about this brand new radio station, Big Country 95.3.
And now in Amarillo on 96.5.
If something happened to you, what would happen to them? Their home, their education, their future. You need life insurance, and chances are SelectQuote can help you get it for less than $1 a day.
SelectQuote found Jacob 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Our secret? At SelectQuote, we aggressively comparison shop up to 10 highly rated companies to find you the company with the best rates.
We found Gary, 35, a $1 million policy for only $22 a month.
Why pay more? Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford.
Call 800-216-0389 or go to selectquote.com now and get the insurance your family needs.
At a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 349 pounds, Adriel Noctis and Sketch Wasted You!
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Switching gears to tag team action, where Andrew Jasick and myself, Todd Kennelly, have been joined once again by one half of the United Tag Team Champions, Thomas Day. You recently got a real close look at these two back at Milestone.
Thanks, Kennelly. Yeah, man, these guys are unpredictable. They will come at you any way they can.
And introducing their opponents, hailing from Meat Mountain, at a combined weight of 483 pounds, Latino Meat, Che Cabrera, and Bad Dude Tito, the Wolf Zaddies!
The Wolf Zaddies looking to be at the top of the tag team food chain. We saw them reunited at Milestone, getting a victory over the Classic Connection. Of course, the Classic Connection, that might have been that loss to the Wolf Zaddies might have been part of what started to unravel that team. Of course, we saw the Classic Connection absolutely implode last week in the main event.
And I was wondering if I might have just been a bad luck charm for them, but I gotta say, the Wolf Zaddies look hungry.
Oh, great, now they're gonna lose. Now let me ask you this, how can the team of Sketch and Adriel Noctis contend with the size and strength of Latino Meat and the Bad Dude?
Let me answer that for you, Hairy Chest. Listen, they can't. That's the whole point. Is that Adriel Noctis and Sketch, the biggest social degenerates here in this company, I've said it time and time again, are no match for even the least formidable tag team, let alone these two with a cohesive fierceness about them. The Wolf said there's a lot to conquer here, and believe me, they ain't gonna do it.
Excuse me, Jasick, I wanted to defer to the third member of our team at the moment, who is actually a reigning tag team champion.
Tag team champion wants to.
You know, they have to stay on their toes. I myself am a bit sizely challenged. So what I could say is in this sort of in this form of a match where my opponents just happen to be almost double the size of me, they're not doing a good job at avoiding being caught, but really sticking to the air. Heavy strikes when you can land them.
Yep, Sketch stuck to the air right there, but not the way he would like. The big belly-to-belly overhead throw. Ooh. And now double flapjack there by the Wolf Zaddies, who might put this thing away in a hurry.
See, that shows the tenacity of Sketch. That was a hard slam.
It shows the stupidity of Sketch. He's getting caught, and every single moment he can possibly get caught at, he's making all these mistakes, and now paying for it, obviously. And who do you think is going to be, this crowd is going to be behind? The Wolf Zaddies or these social degenerates?
I would say they're a little split at the moment, but we'll see right here.
Tag made to Noctis, timely tag there as Sketch had been absolutely ragdolled. Nice leg trip there by Noctis.
I gotta say, it's moments like that do define champions, though. So Sketch isn't an idiot or stupid. I think he's rather a tenacious fighting competitor.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at this. Look at Wasted Youth not wasting the moment right now. They've got both members of the Wolf Zaddies down, and certainly shocking, but impressive.
They got the crowd with them.
They got that one person in the crowd with them. These people don't care about them. Don't you understand? Social degenerates is what I've been saying.
Bad Dude breaking that strike right there, but couldn't break that up.
Wow.
Beautiful bulldog into the shot there by
really
Noctis.
putting it together here.
Catching lightning in a bottle. These two youngsters would have been a huge upset victory.
Again now, rookie mistake there made by Noctis. When you have Cabrera in the corner, literally inches away from you, why are you going to go for the cover there? It makes absolutely no sense. You should have known he was going to get caught up in that.
In the past, You know, there were some real dominant teams here in championship wrestling from Hollywood. Look at this elevation. Bad dude just overpowers him.
Raw power.
Slammed him by his neck.
Raw
Cover.
power.
I think back, Thomas dated teams like the Tribe, Natural Selection, which was Brian Cage, Eli Drake. This team of the Wolf Zaddies is right there. Might be as dominant as any of them.
Right, they've got amazing chemistry as well. You know, it's not their first time at the dance, to say.
Reno Scum as well, a big physical team that you defeated for those tag team titles. Noctis, or Sketch rather, in there, scurrying into the cover. Close call.
That was a close one.
And close only goes so far. Close only goes so far.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, right?
No. What are you talking? Whoever said that?
I think you might have said it.
Oh my gosh. He's using Sketch as a weapon.
Like
Look out here.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
This doesn't spell nothing nice. Oh, jeez.
Stacking them up. The Satisfaction, then into that, and wow, wow.
Here are your winners, the Wolf Zaddies.
Big victory there by the Wolf Zaddies.
I said they came hungry, and boy were they.
They came to eat. Let's take a look back at the action. Brought to you by Bash Boxing, the best in professional pugilism in the Los Angeles area. And here we see for a moment there, using their agility, wasted youth, no wasted motion. They had both members of the Wolf Zaddies down, but in the end, the Satisfaction, and then launching the other member and getting the dominant 1-2-3. Wow.
Too much meat and too much dominance.
That's it. You're fired. You're out. Get out. Out.
All right, maybe a future challenge for you guys, the Wolf Zaddies. We will see. Thanks, champ. We'll see you soon.
Thank you very much. Soul Burners are ready for anyone that walks through the door.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by attorney Robert Goldwater. Do not stop taking a prescribed medication without first consulting a physician.
Attention, the heartburn medication Zantac has been linked to cancer.
The FDA has called for the popular over-the-counter heartburn medication Zantac to be pulled from the market. If you were diagnosed with cancer and were a daily user of Zantac, call the Goldwater Law Firm right now. Zantac may have caused your cancer, and you may be entitled to compensation for what you've been through.
If your loved one was a daily user of the heartburn medication Zantac and were then diagnosed with cancer, call us right now. You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
If you were diagnosed with stomach, bladder, kidney, pancreatic, colon, or any type of cancer after using Zantac, call the Goldwater Law Firm. You may qualify for a cash award.
Call 1-800-650-4600. That's 1-800-650-4600. 1-800-650-4600.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? Have you been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 or more a pill for Viagra, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for expensive prescriptions. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call now and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Call us anytime, day or night, and start saving big money for the exact same results. Have your credit card ready. Ordering is fast and easy, with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling, presented by Amarillo Venom News Central. I am Dustin Starr alongside my lovely Maria.
Every week, we are committed to bringing you the latest in Championship Wrestling news, along with the very best in professional wrestling, every Saturday night at 11 p.m. right here on NewsChannel10 Too.
In previous weeks, we've looked at the champions of the United Wrestling Network and even a closer look at our dominant heritage champion Watts. And today, we'll continue to introduce you to the new stars of Championship Wrestling.
That's right. We'll take a quick look at one of Texas's very own stars who probably needs no introductions to you Texans, the exciting high-flying Will Allday.
Oh yeah, let's take a look.
And everybody here is going to know why they call me all day.
Will Allday is the reality of wrestling TV champion and defends all over the United States.
That's exactly right. He's been on Championship Wrestling in the past, and we can't wait to bring him to you live in Amarillo.
Until then, stay informed with what's going on with your Amarillo Venom at govenom.com. And for great classic country music, news, and information, listen to Big Country 95.3 and 96.5 in Amarillo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a quarterfinal match in the PP3 Cup Tournament. Introducing first, from Long Beach, California, weighing in at 173 pounds, the coldest wrestler on the planet, Ice Williams!
Ice Williams here with his opportunity to advance in the PP3 tournament. Will he join the likes of Anthony Idol and Jordan Clearwater? Ice Williams, in fact, eliminated, or one would think, Jordan Clearwater in a qualifying matchup. Clearwater with that second opportunity made good on it. Ice Williams, the self-proclaimed coldest wrestler on the planet, Stu.
Coolest man in the room for sure. And these people, they seem to be getting behind Ice.
And introducing his opponent, being come to the ring by Ray Rosas. From Avocado Heights, California, weighing in at 205 pounds, Uptown, Andy Brown.
Says your favorite expression right there on his bandana there. Who cares, Andy?
Oh, who cares? Who cares? Well, I wish I could have made that up myself, but that's Ray Rosas' attitude, and I don't blame him. As a matter of fact, that attitude is infectious, as proven there by Andy Brown, once a hometown hero, now is a big villain. And let me tell you something, Ice has got to be cold, because he's going to have to contend with the likes of that man, Andy Brown.
That mentality has spread from Ray Rosas to Andy Brown.
Last time I saw him, he was a fun-loving guy. It looks like fun and games are over for Andy Brown.
Well, he can still funk you up, let me tell you.
Hey, can we say that on TV?
Stage is set, quarterfinal matchup. Two great athletes. Certainly experience advantage when it comes to championship wrestling from Hollywood for Andy Brown, a former Heritage champion, Red Carpet Rumble winner. Would love to add PP3 tournament winner as well in his long legacy.
Who wouldn't want to add that?
If he cares, though. I'm not sure that he does.
Who wouldn't want to add that? And, you know, and make no mistake about it. If somebody says they don't care, it's obvious they care about something. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. They're going to make a statement, I guarantee you that. And look at that. That's going to be a deciding factor, too. As Ray Rosas is out there right now consulting with his friend, making sure he doesn't go in there and make a mistake. That's going to be the deciding factor.
Oh, look at the distraction there by Rosas. The PP3 is supposed to be an every man for himself type environment. 8 competitors. Rosas really has no business being out there.
2 men both in the brackets helping each other out. Hey, I like that. I kind of like that strategy.
That's a good idea. You know what? They say it's every single man for himself. But who's to say that somebody can't team up a little bit to help each other out to get to where the finish line needs to be, and then you take care of business.
Nice flurry of strikes there by Ice Williams. Roll up, looking for the quick cover. And that's sound strategy. You want to get through this tournament with low mileage, because you're going to have to win 3 matches to take home the PP3 Cup.
Don't forget, we got Ray Rosas in action in the main event later on against Frankie Frank.
Big drop kick there by Ice Williams. Yeah, hold on here. Going for the cover. Putting him on ice, not yet.
You know what,
a lot of confidence in Ray Rosas out here, not back prepping for that main event matchup with Frankie Frank.
He doesn't need to prep for his match with Frankie Frank. Ray Rosas has got that. And even if he didn't get it, who cares? Who would imagine if Ray Rosas and Andy Brown both made it to the finals? Could you imagine that match? Can you imagine how amazing that would be?
I will say this, they are in opposite ends of the bracket. It could come down to it, but it would have to happen in the finals.
It will go to the finals. These are my 2 picks right here, Kennelly.
Oh, now you got 2 picks?
If we could go to a draw.
Didn't you pick Ray Rosas last week?
I pick Andy Brown and Ray Rosas. It goes back and forth.
Look at this, a little frozen rope by Ice Williams, or at least attempted. But Rosas again, the misdirection.
Don't ever change, Todd.
Big shot upstairs. Thanks, Stu. I don't intend to. Maybe I should, though. Look out here, elevation. Long way down. Oh, my goodness. What a shot.
Could have knocked him out cold there.
Haha, yes.
Easy for me to say.
Like yesterday's garbage is what that was. Tossed him in the air and let him fly all the way down to his face and gave him a knee for his troubles. That's the tenacity of Andy Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
My first time actually seeing Ice in action. What do I need to know about this guy?
Oh, he's going to lose.
Ice Williams, the self-proclaimed
spoiler,
coldest wrestler on the planet. Spent a lot of time in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Great striker. Got that icebreaker super kick, but he's not going to hit it from this position.
No. Great look, great physique. You can tell he's a great athlete. Definitely the people here love him. He's got a tough task here. Very decorated man here, Andy Brown.
If he has all that going for him, that's one thing. But that's fine if you're going against one person. But there are two people out there, Andy Brown and Ray Rosas. And if you think Ray Rosas is going to sit idly by and watch Andy Brown get defeated, you are absolutely incorrect.
Well, if a camera would turn around and face Ray Rosas right now, you would see he's literally sitting idly by.
Speaking of sitting idly by, the winner of this matchup will face the Neon Phenomenon, Anthony Idol, in the semifinals.
You should have seen Ray Rosas before the camera flashed on him. He was jumping around and everything. It was crazy. It was nuts.
Nice jawbreaker there by Ice Williams, trying to create some distance. Andy does. Chance to advance to the semifinals here. Two great athletes going toe-to-toe. It's what the PP3 is all about.
Oh, had a nice combo of offense there, but stopped short there by Andy Brown, the veteran.
Two prolific strikers going at it. There we go. Famouser rocker drop there. Call it what you will. Call it effective. Here's the cover. Don't need to get a 5 count in this one, gentlemen.
You do need 3, though.
Look at the face of Ice Williams. You can't believe it. He's absolutely in shock. And that's my point, is he doesn't have the intelligence, he doesn't have the wherewithal to understand exactly where he is with Andy Brown. Andy Brown is not going to let himself get beaten that easily.
Oh, looking for it again. Frozen rope does not pay off.
Oh, man. Turn him inside out. That's going to make these snowflakes out here unhappy.
Butterfly into the backbreaker. Hook of the leg, is that going to do it? No, not yet.
Seconds away, fractions of a second away, was Andy Brown from taking home this victory and going just a little bit further to getting that PP3 Cup.
Williams might need a little cryotherapy after this one, gentlemen.
Wow, Todd, I miss you, buddy. I do. That's not a pun either. That's sincere.
Good to have you back. Oh, looking for the COD. Beautiful counter. Into the backslide. Is the shoulder down? Now it is. Momentum carried round and round. That would have been a huge victory and more ways than one, as he would have advanced.
Would have been the biggest victory of his career for sure.
No doubt. Round and round they go. Look at this spine buster by Ice Williams.
Sending shivers down the spine.
He better capitalize on it right now, because Ice Williams is going to be in a lot of trouble if he misses this.
Oh, he was looking for the icebreaker. Big shot the other way, right through the uprights.
What did I tell you? Andy Brown now capitalizing on Williams' mistake.
Oh,
that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Call it one and done. This one is history.
Off with his head. That's going to do it.
Here is your winner, advancing to the semifinals, Andy Brown.
No doubt about it, Stu. Andy Brown advancing to the semis, where he will face the Neon Phenomenon. More action in the PP3 tournament coming up later with that man, Ray Rosas, in our main event. We'll be right back.
This is important news for people who have taken Zantac or its generic ranitidine and then suffered from cancer. Zantac and generic ranitidine have been linked to cancers, such as bladder cancer and kidney cancer. According to the FDA, Zantac and ranitidine contain NDMA, a known cancer-causing agent. NDMA has been linked to cancers of the bladder, kidney, colon, esophagus, liver, ovaries, pancreas, and other cancers. If you or a loved one took Zantac or ranitidine and were then diagnosed with cancer, call the lawyers at Davis & Crump right now to see if you're eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call the lawyers at Davis & Crump right now if you or a loved one took Zantac or generic ranitidine and were then diagnosed with bladder cancer, kidney cancer, or any of these cancers. Call now to see if you're eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call Davis & Crump right now. Operators are standing by.
We are the Dreamers. We come in a variety of colors
and styles.
a variety of sizes,
We come in different patterns.
and different materials.
We are the dreamers.
achieving your dream can take work.
I just wanted to do a career,
But don't give up.
changing my life.
Don't ever give up.
Ignore the haters.
They didn't believe that I can do it, and I just proved them that I can.
Independence University.
IU is an online college,
Education online for a better life offline.
so your campus is wherever you want it to be.
Take classes when you want to take classes.
At IU, you receive the tools you need at no extra cost.
Even a brand new laptop and tablet to use in school.
You're going to keep that laptop and tablet when you graduate.
And IU's career services work really hard to help you get a job.
You've got to have dreams.
Independence University.
Education online for a better life offline.
Call 1-800-893-1653. That's 1-800-893-1653.
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling. As you saw earlier this hour, the Wolf Zaddies took a bite out of Wasted Youth in tag team action. And don't go anywhere, folks, because later on, we're going to hear from Che and Tito, the Wolf Zaddies.
But now let's get back to the action. Let's go back inside the Ocean View Pavilion.
Triple threat matchup. This should be a fun one, gentlemen. Steven Tresario there in the black and red. You got Keita Murray returning, and Mikey O'Shea making his return to action. The big Irishman.
O'Shea is an absolute monster in there, and these two going after him like they are is just a very, very foolish move.
Mikey O'Shea has a storied history here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. It's been a while since we've seen him. He looks pretty good.
Double clothesline, yeah, looks to be in
Last
good
time we
good
saw him,
shape.
he was wrapped in gauze, getting burnt to death by Adam Pearce.
Absolutely, those two had some wars, including inside the confines of a steel cage. Triple threat match here, though. First pinfall or submission to determine the victor. Steven Tresario eating the big chop. Tresario was in the PP3 tournament last year, lost to Adrian Quest, who we just heard from. Quest, of course, would go on to the finals of that tournament last year. Keita Murray might want to just hide out there in the corner.
Oh, boy.
Oh. He said this is perfect. And right about that, he was.
Wild action here.
You know what? God bless them, they're trying.
O'Shea now looking for the big suplex. Nice agility there by Tresario. Couldn't get out of the way of that, though.
I would never be running right in the direction of someone like that, like with Mikey O'Shea's capabilities to put you down in an instant like he does. He can run over you like a steamroller. That is no joke.
Keita Murray, all that, a lot of flash.
That's not a good idea, Mr. Murray.
Having a little fun. Well, he was until he ran right into that big left hand, courtesy of the Irish juggernaut, Mikey O'Shea. Saying he's a little weak in the knees. O'Shea dominant thus far, guys.
Very dominating personality as O'Shea. O'Shea has been dominating.
No.
Yeah, this is not a good move at all.
No.
There's bad ideas and then there's horrible ideas, and that was a little bit of both. O'Shea, though, now using Tresario as a weapon, scooping a slam.
Almost snapped him in half there.
That'd be fitting for Tresario, the twitching time bomb, as a former colleague Johnny LaQuaster used to call him. Double up here, looking for the double pin. Only a count of two, maybe four. It's two counts there?
Oh, yeah, but that was that.
It wasn't a 5 count like our opening contest.
No. Mikey O'Shea looking very impressive. Great to see him back here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, whether you hate him or not, Andrew.
I love him. I always loved him. I thought he was always been a
Speaking on
very
behalf of myself.
great person.
That's a shoot, brother.
Oh. I can't help but think about what Adrian Quest is saying. It's now weighing on my mind. What did he say that some people need to watch their backs? What do you think he meant by that?
I don't know who he'd be referring to. Maybe Jamie Iovine and Royce Isaacs are two.
Maybe Mikey O'Shea.
I don't think those two have much history.
Well, maybe he's talking about Nico Marquez.
Could be.
Is that a threat to Nico Marquez?
It could very well be. Young Frito might have snapped.
Well, if it wasn't for Marquez, Young Fuego might still very well be the television champion.
Well, Marquez made a smart decision. It's not his fault.
Young Frito turning into Young Fredo. Hey, how about that?
Yeah, I've never seen the movie.
Oh, spoiler. Speaking of spoilers, spoiling the party for Mr. All That is Mikey O'Shea just throws him into another galaxy there.
I knew it was you, Nico. I knew it was you. O'Shea, though, continues to go to work here. Tresario, though, is a very tough competitor and got the rug pulled out from under him, though. And I think that Keita Murray and Tresario are going to have to team up here and try and make O'Shea a non-factor, but good luck.
No, absolutely not. They've been trying that this entire match, and they are very unsuccessful. All this talk that we've been having this entire match, talking about Adrian Quest, so on and so forth, all that time, Mikey O'Shea has been dominant in that ring right now. Very, very scary individual to go against.
It's looked more like a handicap match than a triple threat at this point, but O'Shea doing quite well at the moment. We'll see if the endurance will hold up.
And I got to say, for a big man, he's very quick, agile, and he has a tremendous amount of endurance about him, too. That's what makes O'Shea very, very dangerous. The fact that he's had such time off to recoup too, says a lot about the fact that he's going to come in a lot fresher than anybody else tonight, and guarantees he's going to go in there and make a skeptical out of these two if they keep on making these mistakes.
You can see the body language there.
What did you just say?
Nothing keeping Tresario up at the corner right now, and now a little bit more for Keita Murray. Single shot, and all that drops down to his knees. All smiles right now for the Juggernaut.
That was great. Mikey O'Shea just dominating, but there you go. Right there. The snap man jumping on there, hooking in a sleeper hold.
Oh, that's one way to get the big guy down, wear him out, turn out the lights. That looks to be in pretty deep. He can get it under the chin. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Catches Keita Murray. All that body weight down.
All that more like all splat. Here it comes.
Using him as a battering ram. And O'Shea, he'd rather throw you than know you, and you see it there. Launches Keita Murray.
Hey, Mikey O'Shea is looking great. I said it. You can quote me.
O'Shea is just still all smiles in there, yet very much about business. Going in there to get the job done, and this crowd is behind him.
What a comeback for O'Shea here. Now has him up in the launch position. Trying to work his way out of their counter knee by Tresario. He caught the big man right on the cranium, forcing O'Shea to relinquish that hold. Now the jawbreaker by Keita Murray. Here's some of that tandem offense. It didn't work earlier. It is now. Up kick by Murray. Drop kick by Tresario, like a human game of ping pong here.
And O'Shea is still not off his feet. That's something of note. Until right now, and out the ring he goes.
Double drop kick. Reminiscent there, the Rock and Roll Express. Tune in at 6:05 at NWA Power for that.
O'Shea now a non-factor. These two have an opportunity to go after each other. If one finishes each other off,
trying to take
in the
advantage.
next few seconds, this might be it.
Nice super kick there.
Got all that.
Sure did.
Oh, look at this. The hips don't lie.
Yeah, that's disgusting, I'll be honest.
Double underhook. And for a little welcome to Good Burger. Didn't catch it. Nice reversal by Tresario. Into the roll-up. Catches the double stomp.
That was violent.
Snap in the neck indeed. Tresario gets the victory.
Here is your winner, Steven Tresario.
Dominant performance by O'Shea, but a heads-up victory for Tresario. Still more to come, including our PP3 quarterfinal main event.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Diabetics understand all too well the pain of pricking your fingers. But now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can immediately reduce your pain. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 or more times daily, injecting insulin 3 or more times daily, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. Attention! If you've had a hernia surgery after 2006 and suffered from serious side effects such as infection, chronic pain, organ damage, mesh shrinkage, or mesh migration, you could be eligible for financial compensation. Call the law offices of Wright & Schulte right now at the number on your screen. Ethicon, a subsidiary of Johnson & Johnson, has withdrawn its PhysioMesh flexible composite mesh from the market. Call the law offices of Wright & Schulte immediately at the number on your screen or visit meshjustice.com now.
Are you or a loved one between the ages of 50 to 80 years old? If you are younger than 80 years old, do you receive Social Security, Disability, or Medicare? If you answered yes, you may qualify for $30,000 in funeral insurance for only pennies a day. The average funeral costs around $11,000, and Social Security only pays $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the balance. Call now to see if you qualify for $30,000 in funeral expense coverage from Senior Legacy Life. Your rate will never increase, your benefits will never decrease, and there is no medical exam, even if you have a pre-existing disease or illness. Don't be a financial burden to your family. Lock in your rate by completing an application over the phone right now. Will you qualify for funeral insurance up to $30,000 for only pennies a day? Find out for free by calling Senior Legacy Life.
Call 1-800-928-5049. That's 1-800-928-5049. 1-800-928-5049.
Milestone saw not only the return of Bad Dude Tito, but we saw the United Wrestling Network's introduction to the Wolf Zaddies. I am here with not only the Bad Dude himself, but Latino meat, Che Cabrera. Gentlemen, welcome and welcome back to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Let me tell you, I'm so excited. I'm howling at the moon. You see, it's the TITO and the CHE, and you know we be them Wolf Zaddies, and we didn't come to play our tees. All other tag teams, RIP. Satisfaction guaranteed. Ha ha.
Hey, Bad Dude Tito.
Johnny Yuma.
Out of the way, Jay. Hey, what's up, baby? Welcome back. Kevin's a little hurt right now, but hey, once he's good, we can get the gang back together. Vermin all day. What's up, Tito? Come on.
Yo, I'm not sure who you are coming in here talking to me like that with that womp rat mullet. Che, let's get out of here.
Hey, what? Teets? Teets?
The following contest is a quarterfinal match in the PP3 Cup tournament. Introducing first, he's hitting the lounge in every town, Frankie Frank!
Frankie Frank hitting the lounge in every town, and he's got 2 consecutive victories. That is the longest winning streak in Frankie Frank's career.
How proud he must be, Kennelly. How proud he must be. 2 big ones, and here he comes looking to make it number 2.
Frankie Frank!
And introducing his opponent, being accompanied in the ring by Andy Brown. From Antelope Valley, weighing in at 191 pounds, Ray Rosas.
Much like Andy Brown had earlier in the form of Ray Rosas out here with some serious backup in this PP3 quarterfinal matchup. Looming on the outside, Andy Brown.
My absolute favorite to win. I said it from the very beginning. There he is, Ray Rosas, going all the way to the top of the PP3 Cup. Guarantee it, mark my words, ladies and gentlemen.
Andy Brown flanking sexy Jesus Ray Rosas as he takes on Mr. Brown Eyes himself, Frankie Frank. Old Brown Eyes.
Old Brown Eyes, yes. Hitting the lounge in every town. Huge opportunity for both, but namely Frankie Frank. 2 consecutive victories. Teamed with Zicky Dice in tag team action to qualify for the PP3, and then was on the winning team in that 6-man tag team PP3 showcase at Milestone.
He did it his way.
Sure did.
This is awesome.
Yeah, no, this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is good. Ray Rosas, your pick to win the whole thing.
My pick to win the whole thing. There he is, Ray Rosas.
Against Frankie Frank, which is Todd Kenley's pick to win the whole thing.
He could be. Stranger things have happened. But Ray Rosas, so decorated, former tag team champion several times over, former television champion as well. The one title on this program that has eluded Ray Rosas is the Heritage title. So if he goes on to claim Percy's privilege, might he cash in for that title? Maybe not, as long as Watts is the champion.
You know what a good game plan would be. Both these men go all the way up to go with each other in the finals. And then whoever wins, doesn't matter. They can both cash in for the tag team championships too. This is a working way to work there. And again now, Andy Brown is not going to sit idly by and let Ray Rosas lose. He's going to be a deciding factor here.
I hate to admit it, but Jacek made a good point. The Cup has been cashed in on 2 occasions for the United Tag Team titles, once by Pac 3 and again by Watts, where he was, in essence, held the tag team titles by himself. Although Ty Matthews tried to sneak his way in there.
Trying to sneak a handshake in here is Frankie Frank. And Ray Rosas saying, I don't know about that one.
You never trust a man with a clip-on tie.
Big right hand there by Ray Rosas. If Frankie Frank wins the PP3, you think he'll get a little mini PP3 cup to go with his to go on his tights with his tie?
They're choking him out with his shirt there. And Kenley, is that a clip-on tie?
It could be. Not on me. What are you talking about?
I trust you.
I'm a wily veteran of the broadcast game. Look at this. Rosas using a lot of aggression here in the early going.
And Ray Rosas used to being under the bright lights, used to being in main event matches. Frankie Frank, this has got to be the biggest night of his life.
Yes,
okay?
Congratulations, Mr. Frankie Frank. You finally get the opportunity to lose against Ray Rosas.
He's in the main event. He's in the PP3 Cup tournament. I mean, listen, anything can happen like you said, Todd. And I would love to see Frankie Frank win this thing.
Now, overconfidence could certainly cost Rosas if it comes down to it. Frankie Frank is game. Seen him in there right here in the Ocean View Pavilion with the likes of Tim Storm in the past, Eli Drake as well, some of the big stars of the National Wrestling Alliance. So he's been in there with top name talent. But one of the most decorated in the history of this program, Ray Rosas.
He has a lot of potential to go all the way, I'll tell you that. And there he is right next to my absolute pick to win the entire thing.
Frankie Frank?
No, Andy Brown. Andy Brown is going to win the entire thing, mark my words.
I thought you said Ray Rosas was your favorite.
I say Ray Rosas or Andy Brown. I said Andy Brown or Ray Rosas.
Potato, potato.
Tomato, tomato.
The winner of this matchup will go on to face the Golden Boy, Jordan Clearwater, in the semifinals.
Now, Poetic Justice, let's talk about that. If Ray Rosas wins this, can you imagine Ray Rosas going one-on-one with Clearwater? Look at how well the decks have lined for Ray Rosas to go in there and finally get his revenge on the Golden Nugget Clearwater.
Well, a lot of history between those two. Look at these jabs now, peppering them with the jabs is Frankie Frank. Frankie Frank, I think, does have the reach advantage on Rosas here. Taller of the two. Swing and a miss. Oh, look at that wrist control. Wow. Watch out, Isaac.
Start spreading the news. Frankie Frank has arrived here in the main event.
He knocked him right out of his vagabond shoes. No, nobody? God.
If he can make it here, he can make it anywhere. And oh, look at this. No, what a shot there by Rosas. The misdirection again.
Indeed, very smart by Rosas, very true.
Does Andy Brown have his manager's license, Stu Stone? He has no business being out there. More on that later. Rosas in control in this PP3 quarterfinal. Match continues right after this.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? Have you been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 or more a pill for Viagra, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for expensive prescriptions. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call now and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Call us anytime, day or night, and start saving big money for the exact same results. Have your credit card ready. Ordering is fast and easy, with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Health Markets compares your current plan with thousands of options nationwide from national insurance companies. With so many changes to health insurance plans, are you still sure you have the right fit?
That's why I love Health Markets, your insurance marketplace. They guarantee you won't find a lower price anywhere for the plans they offer.
Their new Fit Score instantly compares thousands of plans, both on the government exchange and off, to find the one that best fits your insurance needs. In minutes, you can find out if your current plan is the right fit, or if there's another one that can get you extra coverage or help save you money. Best of all, their service is completely free. You may even qualify for free health insurance with no monthly premiums. The Health Markets Fit Score makes it easy to find the right plan for you. For this free service, call right now.
Your insurance marketplace, Health Markets. Call Health Markets today at 1-800-207-1241. That's 1-800-207-1241.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by attorney Robert Goldwater. Do not stop taking a prescribed medication without first consulting a physician.
Attention, the heartburn medication Zantac has been linked to cancer.
The FDA has called for the popular over-the-counter heartburn medication Zantac to be pulled from the market. If you were diagnosed with cancer and were a daily user of Zantac, call the Goldwater Law Firm right now. Zantac may have caused your cancer, and you may be entitled to compensation for what you've been through.
If your loved one was a daily user of the heartburn medication Zantac and were then diagnosed with cancer, call us right now. You may be entitled to substantial compensation.
If you were diagnosed with stomach, bladder, kidney, pancreatic, colon, or any type of cancer after using Zantac, call the Goldwater Law Firm. You may qualify for a cash award.
Call 1-800-650-4600. That's 1-800-650-4600. 1-800-650-4600.
Closed captioning provided by Big Country 95.3 and 96.5 in Amarillo.
Call up the Rat Pack.
I think you had it right the first time.
Oh. No, the Candyman can, man.
Boy, you guys. I miss you, Todd.
Out to the outside again, and yeah, I'd send him outside too if I had a hitman on the outside in the form of Andy Brown to do all the dirty work. Look at this. The referee's back turn thanks to Rosas.
In Andy Brown's defense, it wasn't all the dirty work, just a little bit of the dirty work. He's picking up the pieces where Ray Rosas puts them in. He picks up the pieces, he puts them back in the ring, and letting Ray Rosas attack him. Almost securing the victory right there. Ray Rosas is a mere seconds away.
And look at these covers, though, and now slipping out of there is Frankie Frank. I think that Rosas is wasting, costly time here and allowing Frankie Frank to catch a breath.
You have to gauge your opponent, and you have to expel your energy accordingly. Now, if he's going in there against somebody like Watts, I'd understand your point. But going against Frankie Frank, he can conserve his energy and do the minimal amount he needs to do to get by on this victory, because guaranteed he's going to go up top.
I think you're looking past Frankie Frank here. But, well, wait a minute. Now it might be lights out here for Frankie Frank. Turn out the lights. The party might be over here.
Cinching in that sleeper is Ray Rosas, and the eyes looking very strange there of Frankie Frank.
Oh, wow. Eyes rolling there in the back of his head.
Only thing he's going to be singing is Mr. Sandman, Bring Me a Dream. He is going down in a hurry here, guys. Not looking good.
And listen, look at in the background. You see Andy Brown laughing. He's gawking. He's smiling. He's loving every single moment of this as Ray Rosas gets closer and closer to victory.
Frankie Frank still got something left. One more song. Rights and lefts to break the hold. Frankie Frank may never get another opportunity like this. Big spine buster there.
Are you kidding me? Frankie Frank
playing the hits.
Major upset too. Is he? Oh my goodness. If Frankie Frank pulls this off, 2020 is going to be a very good year.
His tour almost made a big stop in Upset City, but not to be done, not yet. But now Rosas realized he's in a fight now, gentlemen.
Ray Rosas now taking this just a tad bit more seriously than he had, and maybe I took too much away from Frankie Frank. Oh, never mind. No, I was right the whole time. Say goodnight, baby. Ray Rosas wins.
Super kick into the cover. Count of 2 and 9/10. Frankie Frank kicks out again.
Good tenacity. And you got to admire Frankie Frank hanging in there with Ray Rosas. And these people are starting to chant Frankie Frank. This is amazing. Frankie Frank. Come on, Frankie.
Hey, Frankie Frank's got some Bruce Springsteen-type endurance on stage here.
Come on, Frankie, you got this. I never thought I'd be cheering for Frankie Frank.
I don't think anybody would be cheering for Frankie Frank. I think they're saying Franks and Beans. They're hungry. It's almost intermission here.
We get one of those? Now, these people have woken up here. They are behind Frankie Frank, but Ray Rosas couldn't give a... Well, look at that.
Well, there's the smash, and there's the dash. And Rosas back in control, and not where you want to be if you're Frankie Frank. There might be a little method to the madness, if you know what I'm saying, Stu.
Very comfortable. Ray Rosas is coming up here onto the top shelf where they keep the peanut butter and the good cookies.
Taking too much time, though. Not going to hit that elbow.
Uh-oh.
Switches gears.
Oh, no.
Was looking for the axe handle. Got caught.
Might be singing falsetto after that one. Oh, wait a minute.
What is this young man doing?
Spin the record. Round and round and round. Frankie Frank, this is amazing.
On the turntables. Slingshot into the corner. Look out here. Roll up. Rosas got out of there.
Ooh.
Great action. Boy, Frankie Frank really digging down deep, showing what he's made of. The needle's off the record now, though, gentlemen.
Oh, that boot. Frankie Frank's gonna do this.
What? I'm in shock. I can't believe Frankie Frank has done this well.
Coming back for the encore, into the cover.
Oh,
so close.
Let me be the first to say it. This is crazy.
Who would have thought in a main event we see Frankie Frank, let alone take on Ray Rosas, let alone almost pin Ray Rosas? What is going on here right now in front of our very eyes?
This is opening up our eyes. It's opening up the eyes of the powers that be in the back and obviously the people here at the Showcase Pavilion. Frankie Frank has arrived, folks, and if he can pull off this victory, momentum is king when it comes to an elimination tournament like this.
Oh, no doubt about it. And Frankie Frank, he's riding that momentum, as we said. He's got that win streak, two-fight win streak. Knees went weak, though, on that buzzsaw back elbow.
Still think we're in 2010.
Heads up counter there by Frankie Frank. Oh, what a shot! He can play the drums as well. Unbelievable.
Listen to this crowd, electrified for this young man. I have never seen him perform like this right now. This is insanity.
He's gonna be crooning, and Rosas is gonna be singing the blues if this continues. Look out here, he's on a roll.
Frankie Frank making the mistake there, not pinning up Ray Rosas. Capitalize on the excitement, dang it.
Come on, big finish. No, nobody home.
Took way too much
For the
time.
moonsault.
Ah, Frankie.
There it is. You squandered it. Done.
Frankie.
Here is your winner, advancing to the semifinals, Ray Rosas.
Frankie Frank almost pulled it off. Todd, take us through the action.
We look back at the action brought to you by Bash Boxing. Coming your way shortly to Los Angeles television, very best of LA-based pugilism. Frankie Frank, what an incredible effort. But in the end, goes to the Heartbreak Hotel. Ray Rosas gets the Duke, moves on to the quarterfinals.
I'll take nothing away from Frankie Frank. I know I was very adamant about saying that Ray Rosas is going to make this a very easy win, but I have to give a lot of credit where credit is due. Frankie Frank put up an effort in there. He fought valiantly, and he tried his damnedest, and at the end of the day, that might be...
Oh, wait a minute.
What total disrespect.
Wow.
They don't care. They don't care about legacy of Percy Pringle III.
That's
You make me sick. They shouldn't be in the tournament.
That's just wrong.
Well, a heartbreaking loss for that lovable crooner, Frankie Frank, coming up just short of defeating Ray Rosas. Ray Rosas advancing into the PP3 Memorial Cup Tournament. The field is now set. We move on to the coming weeks where we will see who gets the right to exercise Percy's privilege by claiming the PP3 Memorial Cup. Well, that's all the time we have for this week on the program. I look forward to seeing you again next week right here on NewsChannel10 Too, same time, same channel, for Championship Wrestling presented by the Amarillo Venom. I'm Jon Roberts, and I'll see you next week. Fangs up, Amarillo.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.